like outsiders back home. We are the new America.
Hey guys, Applecron here, and welcome back to another episode of LOI Reviews. Yeah, today we're going to be taking a look at the last 3 of the machines in my mod. I was waiting to do this episode until I got this thing here done, and sorry, and now that it is done, I can finally show you what I've been up to. So, first of all, we have a power generator. Currently, not really that useful, doesn't have a crafting recipe yet. What you can do is cough. No, that's not what you can do. My thunder power is 0 right now, and you can click the button and it'll give you some, and yeah, that'll likely be changed to something more logical in the future. Then we have the meteorite shield, which will have a crafting recipe very soon. And what it's going to be used for is, it's very needed because, you know, there were going to be some meteorite events that can happen. I currently disabled them. And with this shield, when you right click it, it'll play a sound and it'll disable the meteorite events for this world.
2, 5, 7. 2, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Yeah, so now the shield is active, and now the meteorites won't be able to crash in our area anymore. Now we have the uranite reactor. This is the most complex thing I think I've ever programmed. It works like a furnace, kind of, and I'm going to be showing you what it does. To craft it, I'm going to have to grab myself one more of them. Why am I getting a furnace? Oh god, I need to change that. So, to craft this, you're going to need 2 reactor stabilizers, 1 crystal gear, 2 reactor coolers, 1 reactor core, and 3 obsidian plating. To create the crystal gear, I showed you this in the last video. To create the reactor stabilizer, you will need 4 obsidian plating, 2 water buckets, and 3 redstone gears. For the obsidian plating, you will need 8 metal plating and 1 obsidian, and you'll get 3 of them. To create the metal plating, you'll need 6 iron ingots. No, that's 7 iron ingots, and you'll get 2 of them. Then to create the reactor cooler, you'll need 4 meteorite ingots, 4 uranite crystals, and 1 glass vial. And then to create the reactor core, you'll need metal plating, obsidian plating, and uranite reactor rods. To create those, it's just 3 uranite crystals, and then you craft them together, and you get the uranite reactor. I'm going to be showing you what it does a little bit further away, because it's has a little bit of a destructive side effect to it. So, if we place it down here now, there are 2 ways to power it, or to insert cooling to it. It's just a normal water bucket, which will give it, hello. I would like to have the weather clear now. Thank you. Water bucket will not give it that much. I think it was 250 ticks, and the bucket of liquid chrono steel will give it 1000. And to get that, you'll need to smelt some chrono steel ingots, which come from the rarest ore in the game, which is chrono steel ore. I'm going to make it last a lot longer, because otherwise you're having a big problem. So now, with this reactor, when you insert the bucket of liquid chrono steel, or your cooling in general, it'll permanently generate you electronite alloy, and that'll be used for some crafting recipes later on. And sorry, I do not know what's up with my voice today. And if there is no cooling left in the slot down here, the reactor reaches a specific state of cooling, it'll reach critical state, and when it reaches a supercritical state, it'll cause an explosion. I'm going to be showing you that right now. So as you can see, it's generating, and the cooling is going down, and soon it'll reach a critical state. At about half the bar, it'll reach a critical state.
Warning, reactor
Right now.
reaching critical state. Warning, reactor reaching critical state. Warning, reactor reaching critical state. Warning,
Now it's a supercritical state.
explosion imminent.
The explosion is a little bit laggy, so we're going to be having to wait for a little while for it to load in. sometimes you'll just have to reload the world. And now, as you can see, it exploded, and it's really laggy. And why did that only cause one? What is going on? Normally the explosion is a little bit bigger. Oh, it's not done yet. Oh, sorry guys. The explosion isn't done yet. Let's wait up. Let's wait for it to reload. Yeah. Now it's working. Still wasn't everything. I'll be back when the explosion is fully loaded, guys. So guys, I'm back, and yeah, that's the explosion size of the uranite reactor. As you can see, it says in the chat, when it reaches a critical state, the reactor is reaching a critical state, please insert cooling. Then if it reaches supercritical state, it's a reactor explosion imminent, estimated time 3 seconds, a safety distance of 100 blocks is advised. And then when it explodes, it says a matter cluster detonation is occurring. And yeah, that's basically what the reactor does. If I can give you any advice when you play this mod, sooner or later you're gonna need to craft this reactor for yourself. And yeah, if I can give you a nice tip, don't let it overheat. Don't. Because if you have this placed in your base and this happens, you likely won't have a base anymore. You'll definitely not have a base anymore. And yeah. And just to show you, it leaves is really destructive also underground. If I fly over here, you can see it has created a real big crack in the world. It's kind of like a huge star going on. And there's so much ore down here, it's incredible. It's a good mining technique, you know, but it'll cost a lot of stuff just to let it blow up. So seriously, even if you wanted to desperately use this for mining purposes, I suggest you don't. This is the furthest this thing has traveled. Look how far away from the initial explosion we are. Wow. Now that is a big explosion. And yeah, that's basically it for today's episode, and yeah, I'll see you.
Feel like outside.